Alright, what's up folks? Total War is here. We've got a land battle today, a 1v1. I'm playing as Armenians. I'm facing off versus Armenia, so the Gallic tribes versus the horse factions. So let's start this one out here. I have a Levy Freeman up front, backed by 2 Gallic hunters. Behind that you'll see 4 Celtic warriors. On this flank you'll see 4 heavy horse, 2 on either flank. And then we've got a Chosen Swords, a Gallic Hunter, 2 more Gallic Hunters there, 3 Chosen Swords, 2 Naked Warriors, and an Oath Sworn there in the back. There's 4 Chosen Swords, my apologies there. There's another one on the flank there that I didn't mention. He's going to start out 3 Noble Horse Archers coming after me, getting aggressive there too. They got 1 kill there on that first volley. It looked like it went into the back of my, well, here's the guy. It was a horseman, it appears, and the horse is, gone. I don't see the horse. Unless, no. Okay, no, those are warhogs. Okay. Anyway, there's 3 armored horse archers there. That's all I guess you guys, or noble horse archers. I don't think you guys care what the horse is. That was a sudden and very strange idea that I had to find that. Okay, Eastern Slingers. These guys got 1 chevron. At least this one here does. This one does not. The next one here will, and then this final one will not. So it's every other on that. 2 of those have level 1 chevrons. There's 4 of those there. We've got Hillmen behind those. I see 5 Hillmen there behind those, backed by an Eastern Spearman. And then it looks like the main force kind of cavalry. Eastern Cataphracts, Noble Blood Cav, Royal Cataphracts, another Noble Blood Cav, and then 2 more Eastern Cataphracts. So he's got a very heavy cavalry force, a lot of archers, or strong archers, or slingers, same thing. Weak infantry line, so we'll see how this one plays out for him, because he's got to win with his maneuverability. He's doing a good job of it now, pushing these horse archers around my flank, and you can see I'm wrapping up here. My flank's like doubled over. So I got 1 unit there in shield wall in case they try to charge. It looks like the other one's like ready to throw javelins. I got 2 archers back behind there, ready to give support if they get close enough, and then I got that heavy horse there in the woods. My best bet's probably going to be to force an infantry engagement, just because of my severe infantry advantage here. So I'm assuming that's what I want to do. His cavalry could mutilate my lighter units on the charge, though. Those Celtic warriors, if those Royal Cataphracts get a piece of that, they can rout those Eastern Cataphracts. So right now he's content just to work around me, get his Noble Horse Archers behind my lines. I'm sending a 2nd unit of cavalry over there to help. They're my main problem just because of their ability to stay away and inflict casualties. And I'm going to try to chase them. This was a bad idea. I should have stayed to the outside and tried to pin them back in that corner. Now this heavy horse is only going to take a bunch of fire, and it's never going to catch up to that unit. It does look like it's gaining, but it's not really. It's just the way they're like ebbing and flowing through here. So I need to just like stay away, move to the outside. And I got a frenzied charge there, I believe is what that is. And I'll catch the back end of this Noble Horse Archer and force this one to turn around. But they've got support there from those other 2 units. My next unit is rushing out. They turned that last unit around to stall me, I believe. And it worked wonderfully. It worked wonders on me. So I'm trying to like rearrange my forces over here. I've got the 2 archers up front battling with the slingers, or I think battling with the slingers. And then I'm just kind of haphazardly throwing my infantry around. He's getting aggressive. He's pushing forward with his infantry, or what he has of the infantry. I got some shots there on that Eastern Spearman. Not my best target ever. They'll take losses because they're lightly armored. They're not very good. But I need to be focusing down those Eastern Slingers. And right now, I don't know why I'm not. I should adjust it eventually. I know I did eventually. So somewhere along the line here, this heavy horse got 4 kills and now is taking losses. So it's just letting these Noble Horse Archers fire into it. However, these Horse Archers might actually be out of ammunition. Nope, they've still got bows out. So they're just going to keep firing into that 1 unit. I sent a 2nd unit over there Probably not a great idea to get a Celtic warrior down there as well, though, to give some infantry aid. Now I'm turning that around for some reason. All of my heavy horse are in retreat now, as well as that Celtic horse coming up now as he engages with the cavalry. That noble blood gets a smashing charge there, as well as those eastern cataphracts get a really good charge on those chosen spears. I need to get the naked warriors in there now. The naked warriors won't do great against that heavily armored, I don't believe, but they'll be able to do okay because they didn't get countercharged. If they take a head-on charge from these eastern cataphracts, they'll die like instantly. So my cavalry got around here. This heavy horse is going to get charged, though, by a hillman, and then another charge from the eastern cataphracts, it looks like. No, the cataphracts are going to turn around. So this heavy horse is going to have to take that hillman unit. It's going to pull through, though, and get to those eastern cataphracts, thankfully, which is what I needed. And now my Oathsworn got in there against that noble blood cav, trying to get the chosen swords out of there. Here we got another chosen sword moving up to fight that hillman. Got 40 kills on the hillman here. And then the naked warriors getting in there. Good choice for them to get those eastern spearmen. They should be able to knock that unit out. With a little bit of support, they could... with a little bit of support, they could do a lot of good. But I'm thinking these archers need support because these guys are like completely vulnerable, especially to this eastern cataphract right here. We just got into the bunch of them. They're going to try to run away, though, so good for them. But this naked warrior did manage to rout that first section, but it's going to get hit by some noble blood cap. It's not going to like that. I almost wonder if that was a blatant charge. They were trying to move through, and that they got caught by that naked warrior, because that should have been a lot harder charge. But they're going to try to go after these slingers, which is a good idea because they're light armor. They can normally run this unit down. Those slingers down there. That chosen sword, good shot there against the noble blood cap. That noble blood cap not going to like that. Now they're also taking fire from the Gallic hunters. Here we got these chosen swords, 62 kills, just cut through a hillman, going through a second. A heavy horse here failing to tie down those eastern cataphracts. It's going to break through and get to those Gallic hunters. But over here, my naked warriors are winning against the hillmen. My Oathsworn just took a charge from those royal cataphracts. The eastern cataphracts over here got hit by a Celtic warrior. The Gallic hunters got in there, unfortunately, but it looks like they'll survive. Over here, way over here comes the noble horse archers. They still got ammunition and are discharging that into the backs of my chosen swords, I believe. They're also going to go into melee now and try to hit my Gallic hunters. We've got an eastern cataphract still roaming around and not allowing itself to be pinned down, which is good. Good job by Armenia. My chosen sword did manage to rout that hillman, though. It's going to get charged by another hillman, so getting that free is not working out too well. This naked warrior here just got through that eastern slinger. Now it's trying to run away. You don't want to charge from those royal cataphracts, and that's exactly what it's going to get. They're going to charge in there. I think the unit's scattered enough. It'll do fine. It's still not going to like that. It's popped a frenzy. It's at 214 kills, though, so doing good there. The royal cataphracts is at 205, so that royal cataphract will win that one pretty quickly. You can see morale's already dropped to yellow. Meanwhile, the rest of his infantry has been routed. My Oathsworn here getting a charge from those eastern cataphracts. Did get into a shield wall. I don't know if it got that in time. Clearly not, as it got shredded by that charge. And it's losing. It needs to get some support in here. But my naked warriors are busy running down the rest of those slingers and dying due to that fire. They're about to rout. I don't think they'll even make it to these eastern slingers. No, they do not. They will rout before they get that engagement. So both those naked warriors have been cut down now. Those were too bad because that was a huge kill unit. 223 on the one and 75 on the other. I always like to bring that unit because it's very effective when used correctly against those lighter units. The heavy horse is going to pull off there as it's trying to chase those eastern cataphracts. That Oathsworn looks like it's going to rout, taking fire from those eastern slingers. Really need to get rid of those. I have another naked warrior going there to stop them from firing. But my Gallic hunters are getting messed up in the back here from this noble horse archer and other cavalry units. Mainly these noble horse archers and that royal cataphract. I got 2 infantry units left that really have the armor to stand up to that. That's going to be those chosen swords. But their morale is on yellow, so not great. But they're getting some archer support, which is good. Here we got that Gallic Hunter. I can see it's firing into the Noble Horse Archer, which just turned around and took out another Gallic Hunter. So no good on that front. My Celtic Warriors look like they might get the engagement here against the Noble Horse Archers. They'll at least get the Javelin Volley. The Noble Horse Archers, though, are going to try to run away. Still discharging ammunition. So good use of these guys to get into melee and still use that archer ammo effectively on the runaway. The heavy horse here getting a piece of these Eastern Slingers, which is good because I needed to get them out of the game. This Naked Warriors at 239 has been a huge asset for my army. Those Eastern Slingers are going to get wrapped up and thrown out of the game. This Noble Horse Archer is going to get itself pinned down into melee. It looks like, at least the rear of it, by those Celtic Warriors. Now it's going to turn and run into the Chosen Swords. The Chosen Swords there got a level 1 chevron, so they're earning experience from this battle. But that charge might rout them. That's a pretty tough charge to take. These guys carry a whopping armor rating of 90, so that's really effective. Now they're taking fire from those Gallic Hunters, though. That's a hard to take for any unit to take, and those Gallic Hunters at 44 kills. This unit here of Chosen Swords has earned 2 chevrons. It's got 203 kills, but it's going to get knocked out by these Eastern Slingers, I'm afraid. This cavalry, the Royal Cataphracts here, I intercepted there with those Naked Warriors and then charge in with the Heavy Horse. That should have been done the other way. The Heavy Horse should have intercepted, and then the Naked Warriors should have been charged in. I think that would have done that a lot better, but hindsight is the best teacher, and this is totally hindsight. So this is close. The balance of power bar looks to be majorly in my favor. My cavalry is going to try to get rid of these Eastern Slingers and let my units wrap up that that Royal Cataphractor, which now has a level 3 chevron. I mean, honestly, these guys are dangerous now. Only 25 men left, though. They have 333 kills. I mean, honestly, got to give this guy some credit there. And I messed this one up as well. Again, hindsight. But the Celtic Warriors should not have taken the original charge here. Because if he turns around and charges, I definitely should have had my Chosen Swords in front. They're a little bit heavier, and then charged the Celtic Warriors in. Unfortunately, that's not what I did. He did turn around, pop that, raise the banner, and charge right into my Celtic Warriors, who took a brutal charge. Morale, you can see, has already dropped to red. They are now wavering. Thankfully, my Chosen Swords were not far behind and were able to get in there and scare that off. But I lost the Celtic Warrior unit. That's why they shouldn't have taken that charge directly. Now I'm just going to cover the Gallic Hunters, hopefully. And, oh, he routed. Okay, army losses kicked in just in time for me on that one. So, I won on an army losses. It wasn't great. I don't think I would have won if it hadn't been for the army losses ability. What's the army losses? The army losses deterrent? I don't know. Okay, so 53 on my general here, 6, and then 130 on my cavalry. That heavy horse at 134 as well. The Gallic Hunters didn't do great, 48 being the best of that. And then we got 39, 22 on those Celtic Hunters, or Celtic Warriors. They didn't do great. My Chosen Swords did amazing, 144, 203, 62 and 20, not quite as impressive. 0 on that Levy Freeman, 75 and 269 on those Naked Warriors, though, so decent on those 2 units. But Armenia, Jason Voorhees, thank you very much for playing this one. You did an amazing job. 379 on that Royal Cataphract. Got 15 and 71 on the Noble Blood. 66, 124, 140 on those Eastern Cataphracts. 186, 119, and 37 on the Noble Horse Archers. Then we got 81, 65, 25, and 71 on those Eastern Slingers. So his units did a lot better than mine. Not a lot better than mine, but decent. 6 kills on those Eastern Spearmen, and then the Hillmen, nobody expected them to do good. 46, 42, 44. So good use of those to get low kill counts and just do minor damage in the to my infantry. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.